People in stock photos, what's the weirdest way you've seen your photos being used? I ended up finding myself on one of those now hiring posts on Facebook for a company I was trying to get hired at. I'm in an ad campaign in my home state in Australia for the government. I'm the face of don't buy alcohol for underage people. It's just me looking like a dad who's thinking of buying a drink, obviously for a teenager somewhere. Ironically, I don't actually have my own kids. I get emails from people I haven't heard from in years saying I saw you on the wall of the bottle shop. Which is kinda funny. I have some friends that found one of their wedding pictures from Facebook somehow printed on a pillow in a market in a Middle Eastern country. Like, they just randomly happened upon their wedding photo in a random street market. They are from the US. I googled my husband's name and a picture of him has been mistaken and mislabeled as Colter's husband. This takes place many years ago, when foreigners were a rare sight in Japan. I'm a big, friendly looking white guy, and I was asked to do some photos of a couple on a date. So I go around to some scenic locals with a beautiful Japanese woman, the photographer, and his assistants. Fun day. Took tons of romantic photos. And that was the end of it. Until a month or two later when my date and I showed up on posters all over the subway as part of an AIDS awareness campaign, because you can catch that from foreigners, ick now. Needless to say my friends and coworkers thought it was hilarious, and amazingly it didn't have any noticeable impact on my dating life. Looking back, my only regret is that I didn't steal one of the posters. Edit. I can't believe my most upvoted post, by an enormous margin, is on my throwaway account. Yeah, still in Japan 25 years later, but now I have a semi-respectable job, so please don't dox me. Thanks for the silver, and all the imaginary internet points. Not me but my best friend. He did a photo shoot in some construction worker garb and a hard hat. We live in North Carolina, USA. I'm on a business trip in Chicago, and I stopped by a Walmart for some supplies. I'm in the men's work clothes aisle, and there's my buddy prominently on the wrapping of 50-ish packages of work shirts. It was a weird wait, where am I, moment. I knew he did some modeling, but not specifics. I sent him a pic. He had no idea it had been used. The guy's in every Walmart in the country, and had no idea. My cousin took a photo of me wrestling my sister at a family reunion a few years back and it somehow wound up on an online forum about domestic abuse. I had a few of my friends messaging me who were obviously very confused, lol. I'm on the opposite end. I'm a graphic designer, so I spend a lot of time on stock photo sites and I have so many questions. Some of the photos I've seen, there's no possible context that would make sense for them to be used anywhere. My family did a stock photo shoot when our kids were young, like 1 and 3. A picture they took on our porch ended up in the opening credits for The Americans. My ex used to work with a local photographer who is apparently pretty well known. He took a photo of me and my family and now it's a permanent piece at the New Mexico Museum of Art in Santa Fe. So strange. I wonder how many people's houses I'm in. My friend was in a stock photo where he held up a baby picture and it got used for an anti-circumcision ad campaign. Was pretty shocked when I saw his face on the side of a bus. In the military, some cameraman tagged along on a mission. Like 4 years later I saw footage of me in a gun turret on the news. I guess news broadcasters oftentimes just play generic combat footage and photos that look Middle Eastern-y enough and rightly assume nobody will notice that the shots were taken months or years before the actual incident they are talking about. I did a stock photo shoot about 10 years ago, and my photos show up in the weirdest places. 3 ex-boyfriends have texted me out of the blue after my stock photos showed up in their work training modules. Someone in my senior capstone class used my photo in their class presentation and didn't realize it was me until everyone kept awkwardly looking at the screen and looking back at me. Every so often, my face pops up in a sassy black lady meme, paired with text like "Devil don't try me today" or "Too blessed to be stressed." Type amen if you agree. The weirdest in my opinion, my mom decided to join some crappy MLM Macup company because she was flipping through their catalog and saw that they had used one of my old stock photos as one of their Macup models. I was very obviously not wearing their Macup in the photos and my stock photo didn't match any of the other models' photos. Basically, whoever designed the catalog was like, oh snap, we need some diversity in here, but they were too lazy to actually hire another model, so they just grabbed a stock photo of a black chick and called it a day. The strange thing is that my mom joined the company because my photo was in the catalog, but she had to have known that I wasn't wearing the company's Macup because she personally did my Macup for that stock photo shoot 5+ years earlier. Great, you made it to the end. Now smash that like button and subscribe for even more videos like this one.